And good afternoon, everyone. Chief Meteorologist Dave Roberts, along with Meteorologist Peyton Garrison. We have a storm threat this afternoon, and so we're going to talk to you about that basically between now and 8 p.m. this evening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We've already seen some storms so far today. We have some rain around. We have some thunderstorms. I was looking at lightning a little while ago, and a lot of the lightning is confined with that thunderstorm in Warren and Issaquah County. So those are kind of noisy. And we also had a tornado warning around lunchtime down in Wilkinson and Emmett counties. But those storms that did prompt that tornado warning, they're not looking very impressive now. They're actually a lot weaker, which is really good news, but there's still a threat for maybe a brief spin of tornado between now and that 8 p.m. time frame.
And, here's the thing. It looks like the back edge of this weather is in eastern Louisiana. It's getting close to the Mississippi River. So the window, the corridor, if you will, of opportunity is really starting to narrow a little bit. But still, some of those storms out there are putting out some pretty gusty winds and some pretty intense downpours of rain. But I'm happy to see the stuff in Franklin County, at least, a little bit weaker than it was, say, about an hour ago.
Yeah. The Storm Prediction Center just said that, there is a possibility for maybe a watch. I would say that would be best south of the metro, close to Highway 84, Highway 98, and where we do have that red outline kind of follows up where we have that slight risk that was, put in place earlier today. It's a little questionable, I would say, if those storms are able to reach that limit, but that would really be the primary area if we were to see maybe tornadoes.
Yeah, so a level 1 for most of the area, a level 2, which is a slight risk, a little bit higher than a marginal risk for areas basically along and south of Highway 84.
And after 8 o'clock tonight, our weather greatly and quickly improves.
Right. It might be a light jacket for the next few days, too.
Yeah, especially when it comes to tomorrow night, Friday morning. It's been a while since we've seen 40s, and that's going to be our first night in the 40s. Behind this front, we're actually going to see a couple more heading into the weekend. So once we get past today, we're in for a pretty nice treat tomorrow, Friday, and even into the weekend ahead.
Next week. It gets real.
It gets real. Looks like we could see a stronger cold front, a bigger cool down by next Wednesday,
Most
Thursday, Friday. Yeah, so well below average high temperatures, maybe more likely by that time. This could put highs in the 50s. I've seen indication of lows maybe down in the upper 30s. So that's going to be like cold weather, not necessarily like, cool.
It's happening. That's the thing. It's happening, folks.
So we've been looking, for quite some time for some cooler weather, and looks like it may finally be here when it comes to next week. And if we have that cold front moving in, which that looks pretty likely, that could also help us out when it comes to the tropics.
Yes.
Because we have that Invest 99L
about to become potential tropical cyclone 18.
Yeah,
that's such a fancy name that just flies right off the tongue.
So right as Dave mentioned, that's going to become potential tropical cyclone 18 here soon. Models are in a pretty good, agreement that it's going to meander around in the Caribbean, maybe off the coast of Honduras, probably through the weekend. We have some also making it in the Gulf, maybe next week. But if that happens, I don't think it's going to be a threat for us because if we have that cold front moving in, it should steer it away.
Florida really is at risk possibly from this. And there's two scenarios. One, that it goes inland. It really becomes a weaker system. The other one is if it doesn't go inland, then it's a stronger system. But it appears right now, it looks like it's going to go inland.
Yeah, but kind of surprising that we could have maybe the stronger system this late in the season.
It's been one of those seasons, one of those years.
And hopefully this is the last one.
Yep.
That we have for the rest of this year. And then back here at home, a lot of clouds, some rain, and even some storms in the mix. So
that's right. So rain is likely. Storms are possible. Can't rule out severe weather going through this afternoon and this evening. But what you can rule in is that we're going to be here to track it for you with the WLBT First Alert Weather Team online and on TV. Peyton's on at 4 and 4:30. I'll see you at 5 and 6 right here on WLBT or sooner as needed.